Tower Bridge. What a beautiful location, but not a beautiful Sunday for Indian fans, for us who came to cover. I wonder if we are going to get trolled.
Why?
Sometimes people say you have gone to cover a tournament and see they have lost.
No,
is that a South African cricket jersey?
It is.
So rare to see. So rare to see.
So for all those who say that you are the one, you've gone there, India lost because of you, I think that is precisely the reason the Indian cricket is not moving forward.
Yeah.
I was here in 2013 when India won the Champions Trophy.
That means you have so much power.
No,
God has blessed you with such power.
That means that
you
in India, the fans, the fan clubs, they keep looking for excuses.
Yeah.
They just keep looking for excuses. After the game, after the defeat, the Indian captain came and he said, ideally, the World Test Championship final should be a 3-test affair. I mean, many people have suggested this. Now, if the one-day 50-over World Cup final is a single game, if the T20 final is a single game, if the FIFA World Cup final is a single game, the Wimbledon, the US Open, and
today was French Open final. Djokovic has won. Single match. A best of 5 sets.
So how can you have a best of 3 test match, yaar?
Yeah.
How can you have a best of 3 test match series to decide the? There's one game, and you know what? Honestly, Nikhil, if you're a champion team, you prepare yourself to be perfect.
Yeah.
And how do you make yourself perfect? By having perfect practice. And I dare say that, and this is now becoming a trend in Indian cricket. I don't know, in the name of workload, players skip international games.
Yeah.
They can't skip IPL. I can understand that. They skip formats, which is okay to an extent, and they miss practice. So when we went to Australia for the World T20, you were there, Nikhil. Most of the players would not come for practice. Most of the times, a day before the game, you would have optional practice. I was shocked here. I did point out on Sports Today and SportsTak, if you remember, and on AajTak, that one day before the test match, you had optional practice, wherein only Ashwin, Virat, Umesh and Rohit, because he was the captain, they turned up. Now, you are saying that we didn't have enough time to prepare and get used to the conditions. So when you say you didn't have time to get used to the conditions, what is the meaning of conditions? Is it just the weather? Is it the water here? Or is it the playing surface? How do you get used to the playing surface, the pitches and everything, the Duke's ball? By practicing more and more and more. I would say in such scenarios where you don't have too many days, maybe a few players had 12 days, some had 8 and some had 10. You could have chosen to practice double on a single day.
I feel that no matter how much you practice, conditions was not even an issue. In fact, the last innings
it was
that
like
India
Delhi,
had,
it was like even the first innings,
yeah, it was amazing.
I think
it's the instinct of a batsman that is now being tilted towards T20 cricket.
That's a very good point that you make.
Yeah, instinct of a batsman. So what happens is, like Virat Kohli, I thought was looking good. He maybe came up with a mindset that he's going to get a lot of runs. Was leaving that ball outside the off stump very well. Knew his off stump, and I was like, oh, this is classical test match batting. But he succumbed because that one ball that came to drive, he tried to drive at it. What happens is that is an instinct that comes playing T20 cricket. And sometimes it's muscle memory. You're not really concentrating. Your leg go, your hand go, chasing the ball because you've been playing T20 cricket. So what I would like to do, or at least hope, is that you prioritize test cricket. It's not possible for an individual to be good in everything. I was just giving an example of tennis. Nadal is outstanding in clay. He's not the best player in grass. Federer was outstanding in grass, wasn't the best player in clay. So you try to be good, like Djokovic tries to be good in all format, but it's sometimes there are surfaces that you're better at, there are surfaces you're not good at. So I'm saying if you prioritize, I know Virat, for example, prioritize, but you also know, because we judge Virat's form based on IPL. If Virat has got runs in the IPL, we're saying, wow, look, he's looking good. He himself is judging himself.
Or if he's not gotten runs in IPL, we say he's out.
And he himself is judging him. I hope that this yardstick changes. We start judging players, whether they're form or not in form, based on test knocks. As soon as that changes, as soon as our perspective, as in from the media, from the fans and the player, that changes, then you do well in
It does ultimately also boils down to the BCCI. And I know for sure, and you also know that, everybody does. The IPL is a priority. It is your tournament, and the IPL will only be played in this window. So if at all you reach the World Test Championship final, the next cycle, that is going to be played in June.
Why can't some of our top players, I'm saying, okay, leave an IPL ahead of a WTC final, or at least half of the IPL?
No
Why
chance.
not?
No
They
chance.
say that, you know what, I have to unlearn a
No,
few
but
T20
Nikhil,
things. It will
that
take
is-
me
that-
1 month to
that
unlearn.
isn't in the
2
hands.
months to
No,
unlearn.
the player cannot decide
No,
on his
he
own.
should. He
The
should.
BCCI
Australian
will not.
players decide.
The
Australian
sponsor,
players decide.
the sponsors, the broadcaster, and the BCCI.
Okay.
Would they ever let
you-
Virat or Rohit or Bumrah or Jadeja sit out a few games of
Then
the
you
IPL?
make do with this.
Yes.
Then you make do with this.
See, what will happen is, for a few days, there will be questions raised. There will be a few source-based stories wherein you'll get to hear that the BCCI is not happy with the performance,
But
and the
nothing will
BCCI is not happy with the fact that a few players were not staying at the team hotel,
But nothing will
and
happen.
they were not traveling with the team, and the fact that they chose to bowl first on this wicket, and that Ashwin was benched, and that in future franchisees will be told to
Nothing will
monitor the fitness of the players.
All lip service.
Yes.
Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Now answer this question. Why did Ashwin not play?
Why did Ashwin not play? Well, I can't answer that.
What must
there's-
Ashwin be? Okay, can you answer? What
So-
must
so-
he be feeling right now? What must he be thinking? Can you answer that?
So you think I am Ashwin?
I'm assuming. Okay, let's role play. If you are Ashwin and I say that, you know, Ashwin, I meet you. Like we are at Tower Bridge and
Okay.
the match is done.
Okay.
He's walking here and
Okay.
I come across Ashwin, like you are Ashwin. I come
Okay.
across, and I say, Ravi, you know, really sad that you are not playing. I really feel sorry for you. If that is
If
what
you-
I said. If I bump into him here, walking around
Okay.
Tower Bridge, then what is Ashwin?
So he would say, no worries, it would have been nice, we just fell short.
And what if I say, you know, you're being very diplomatic, but I'm not trying to butter you up.
Okay.
But tell me honestly, you know, why? Why did they think of not playing you? Are
No,
you
I
not-
would say, Nikhil, I have known you for so many years. Why would you want to impress me? I know that you are a very genuine cricket media. So it would have been good to play. And I'm seriously sad that we couldn't win a trophy. 3 years work for these 5 days, and this
all
defeat
gone.
is deflating. This
That's
is what
what,
I'm saying.
but I don't think he'll feel this. What he may say this because he doesn't want to.
He must be very dejected.
Yeah.
Because, Nikhil, all said and done, this could actually have been Ravi Chandran Ashwin's last opportunity to become a world champion again. He's been a World Cup winner in the ODIs in 11. He was a member of the Champions Trophy team that won in 2013.
Yes.
But for somebody who's made his name in Test cricket, you know, this could actually be, or could have been, the last time.
You think next cycle, if in case India reaches, he's not going to be part? The final? Will he have another chance?
I don't know if India. I'll bet on India to make it to the finals the next time.
No, that's another matter.
See, I'll tell you why, Nikhil. Because I think.
Are you saying that they'll have wholesale changes? That's why
no,
you're
they
saying
won't.
that. So this new cycle, this team will
no,
continue.
wholesale changes will also create panic, and panic will create havoc. So the fact is that intelligent selectors, they should not have a myopic vision. The vision's got to be long term, and in that you start grooming players. You can't make 4 changes in one go. So they thought perhaps that Rahane and Pujara one day will have to be replaced. So Rahane was out and somebody else came in and he got injured. Then they brought Pujara back, and Rahane is now back because somebody else also got injured. Rahane, in fact, I think has turned out to be your best batsman.
Yes.
Brave, he had that grit, and he's clearly shown you that he's got cricket left in him. Somebody had to motivate him, somebody had to give him the confidence, and perhaps this management may have given him. So Rahane again may stay on for let's say 1 series or 2 series or 2 years. What happens to Pujara? Now, who do you replace Pujara with? You didn't have an option when Shreyas Iyer and all these guys fell. They were injured. You brought Rahane back. Maybe there's a Jaiswal. Shubman Gill has just started playing Test cricket. Jaiswal maybe is one of
Sarfraz
those.
is there.
See, again, Sarfraz or Abhimanyu Easwaran, Ruturaj Gaikwad, these players, Nikhil, on the basis of domestic cricket, the selectors say, oh yeah, domestic cricket mein to, many people score runs.
Flat
now,
pitches,
now they
not
devalue.
great bowling.
What's their
That's
fault?
what they'll say. No, that's not their fault.
So
I'm just
how do
saying
you
that's
judge
not
them?
a yardstick.
You can't judge them. It's not the fault of a player to score runs in domestic cricket and not be counted. So I think the problem could be you are trying to raise the level of those 15-18 players. The day you start improving the level of your domestic cricket, wherein you have a policy where every player, at least 2 Ranji Trophy games in a year, is mandatory. So when Virat goes to Delhi for a couple of games, he knows how good or bad is Yashdul or the others. And Rohit goes to Bombay, and then, this is how there'd be value in domestic cricket. If Sarfraz scores a century, let's say hypothetically against Bumrah, or against Bumrah again, he won't, against Ashwin perhaps. So this is how those runs will become important.
Acha, last bit before we wind up, multiple choice question. New WTC cycle. You stick with Rohit Sharma as captain. Option 2. Option 1 was that. Option 2, you go to someone like a Virat Kohli to come back as captain. Option 3, you go to someone like another experienced guy, because Virat left captaincy himself. Maybe Ajinkya Rahane as captain, who's done well at the test. Or you go option 4, a youngster, fresh cycle, start afresh.
See, I will not take captaincy cycle to cycle.
Acha.
Because I think
But for World Cups you do that. Cycle
one
to
day,
cycle.
I don't know. Perhaps I think I would give Rahul Dravid time till the end of the World Cup, 50-50, and Rohit Sharma as well. I know the formats are not linked, but how much Test cricket do you have? So you've got 2 Test matches against West Indies. Now, do you sack a captain just because he did not win the WTC? So I think you will go to the West Indies with Rohit Sharma, or you should. I don't know if he wants to go or not, because the senior players, they have this workload issue as well. So ideally, Rohit has to be your captain in West Indies, and then you are not playing Test cricket till the end of the World Cup, and that is where Rahul Dravid's contract expires. And I'm very disappointed with Rahul Dravid, as much as I am with Rohit Sharma. So you take a decision on that. Now, also let the new coach, because the selectors that you have now, who are supposed to take big decisions, cannot. I don't think the BCCI has done the right thing by not appointing a chief selector.
Yes.
So,
Acha, what if you
no, but there are more multiple options that you have.
No, but you have picked.
No, you said
sticking.
No. I said for
You've
the time
answered.
being. For the time being, but eventually you will have to. Maybe
Eventually.
at the end of this year, you will have to. The problem is there is
So who are you going
no
with?
immediate captain in sight.
So who are you
And
going
there's this Tina factor.
with?
So Virat, I think,
There is no other option.
yeah.
Tina
So
factor,
Virat,
है
no,
ना?
Virat. Option 1 is Virat. But Virat is the one who chose to
No,
announce
but
his.
that was different
He
circumstances.
gave up Test
na?
captaincy.
That he was not getting runs. He said he wanted to concentrate
Okay, so
on
if
his
you are
batting.
Virat, hypothetically,
We have this ticket. Where I can go?
I have no
No
idea
idea.
about that.
Yeah.
So hypothetically, if you are Virat,
Uh-huh.
so I come to you and I say, Virat, look, we might have a situation
Yeah.
where we might want to make you the Test captain.
So if I can go inside Virat's
Yeah,
head,
yeah,
what
yeah.
will I say? I think if this question is asked to Virat, he'll take up the Test captaincy now.
No, what is your
Circumstances.
jawab, yaar?
I said yes.
No, I'm coming to you. Virat, कप्तान बनोगे?
Yes.
तो छोड़ी क्यों थी?
क्योंकि उस वक्त डिफरेंट सर्कमस्टांसेस थे मेरे को अपने रन बनाने थे आई वाज नॉट मेंटली राइट
But have you been scoring runs in Test cricket? You think you are?
No, but I've scored runs in the T20 World Cup and in the
Okay.
Test match Ahmedabad. You
Okay,
remember I got
okay.
100.
So you think?
And
you
now I'm
can.
ready.
So how many
I
years
can-
do you think we should give you?
This cycle?
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Depends on who I am. I could be the coach.
Yeah.
I will have to go to the selectors.
You
and
are
I'll
the
also have to
chairman
go
of
to the.
selectors. There is no
There is no
chairman.
chairman. So I may also have to go to the BCCI. But I don't know.
Let's say you are BCCI.
I think Virat will not take that.
I think if you
He
ask
went
him,
away.
he will take it.
He went away. Now,
Okay.
and there is no younger captain inside. Rahane, you cannot go back.
Hmm.
I don't think you can ever go back to Rahane.
Fair point.
Now, Shubman Gill, one of the names. Ashwin could have been, but they've spoiled his case altogether. Jadeja could have been, but again, his franchisee
No.
took the captaincy from him, so spoiled his chances. So, Shubman Gill perhaps is a long shot.
Yeah.
But again, isn't it too early to make him the Test captain? And I think this is where
Jasprit Bumrah was the other one.
he will not play Test cricket
Yeah,
anymore.
because-
And Hardik
yeah.
Pandya thinks that he doesn't want to play Test cricket. So
He says he doesn't want to take anybody's place
he
because
doesn't
he's not
want to
playing
play Test
regularly.
cricket. No, he just wants to bowl 4 overs and that's it. He knows his body more than me and you.
Fair point. What if he plays as a batsman?
As a batsman, I don't think so. There's no place for him in the
Acha.
Test side purely as a batsman.
You guys let us know what is the future for the Indian Test team. But all I would like to request all of you is don't forget about Test. Now, don't get excited about other formats and then good performances there. You feel happy. Then the same thing will keep happening. You got to prioritize Test cricket even in our viewing pattern. 12 lakh people were watching India's on digital concurrent viewers. 2 crore were watching an IPL game. So if you have this attitude, it's not going to happen. Okay.
Big surprise
For one
coming up, perhaps.
Big surprise. I don't want to jinx it till it happens.
Okay.
If it happens, it will
No
be on
chickens
Sports
to be
Today
counted before they are
they are
hatched.
hatched. So if
Chalo.
there is a big
Let's go
good
and
surprise,
first catch hold of the chickens
surprise.
and then hatch them.
Okay, signing off from the beautiful Tower Bridge in London. I hope you enjoyed our coverage. Maybe there's still a little bit more to come, but if the final is done, if that little bit more doesn't
Final
come,
is done. We are not dusted yet.
we are not. If that
Please subscribe
surprise
to
doesn't come,
Sports
then we'll see you from the Delhi studios, Noida studios. If not, then you'll see the surprise. Bye bye from
Bye.
Vikrant.
And that surprise hopefully will be just like this location.
Oh, beautiful.
This is the landmark London location.
Yeah,
The other one
is also a landmark, London.
as good, as famous.
Bye bye.
Bye, as historic.